Today is Saturday the 25th of the 4th, 2020. This is one of a series of videos on the newest version of Health One, version 8.7.1.2652, which was released last week. And we will have a slight update to this version, 8.7.2.2654, will be released in the next couple of days. What we're talking about here is STC claims. Here I have a patient file open, and a consultation has been done by telephone relating to COVID. I'm going to now do an STC claim on this patient by clicking on Tools and STC Claim. So if I click on this here, I will be logging into the PCRS. We've slightly changed the label here to make it easier to understand. So I'll be logging into the PCRS. Once I've logged in and I'm doing a second or a third patient, then I will not need to click on this to log in again. I can just click on this one here, which is copy the GMS or PPS number to the clipboard. On the first occasion when I click this, I will automatically copy the GMS PPSN number to the clipboard. When I'm finished the claim on the PCRS site, I will copy the web address of the PCRS site, and I will then click this to save the claim number in the patient file. I'll go through this now. So I click on Tools, STC Claim, PCRS Login, which is simply a shortcut to the PCRS, as well as copying the patient's GMS number to the clipboard. I will automatically always have to log in to the PCRS site using my PCRS certificate. I'll get to this screen, so I'll click on STC Claim Entry, and in this case I'll use Claim Entry rather than Batch Claim Entry. With Claim Entry, the PCRS will provide a form number for me, so that I find that more useful, but you could use either. I immediately get to this screen, and I can immediately go to the patient number and paste the patient's GMS number in there. I have to remove the letter and tab over to the letter there and tab again, and I'll get the patient's name. I have to put in the date of the claim, which was the 23rd, and the time of the claim, which was 14:50 with no spaces. I have to choose the location, which is surgery, and if it's a special service, which this is, I will have to choose my C, A, C, B, C, D. In this case, it's a non-COVID telephone consultation with the patient. All I have to do now is save this. I'm on the PCRS site, and I will get the claim number and the form number. What I will do now is simply copy the web address or URL up there by highlighting it and hitting Ctrl and C to copy it to the clipboard. Go back into Health One, click on Tools, STC Save Claim Number, and Health One automatically puts the STC item into the patient file with the claim number here so that you can search for it later on. Not only has Health One copied the claim number, it has also copied the URL or the web address. And this web address is copied into the comment section of the item. And this is going to be very useful because we can now go to that web address at any time in the future by simply right-clicking on the item and go to URL. This function has been available for some years, in fact, where if you have a URL or a web address in the comment section of an item, you have the option here to go to the URL. So if in 6 months' time I want to validate this, I'll go straight into the PCRS site and I will have all the patient details here so I can prove that this was done. It should be noted that we can also use these functions from the Appointments module. If you right-click an appointment, you have the option to log on to the PCRS site, as you can from the patient file, and you can copy the PPS number. However, we now have, with the new version that I've just described, use this. You can save the claim number to the patient file. And I'm going to demonstrate this now, and I'm going to start from scratch from the Appointments module. So I'm going to click on STC Claim, which logs me in to the PCRS. Once again, I have to use my certificates to allow me to get in, and my PCRS passwords to get me into the PCRS. This time, from the login, from the appointment screen, I go straight to the claim entry section, and I can paste the patient's number as I have before, and I can fill up the STC form online as I showed you earlier, with the time and the surgery and my STC type, whether it be CA, CB, CD, and I can save it. In this case, because I'm testing it, I will not actually save it, but I can right-click on that, copy it. Once I've copied the URL, I can right-click on the appointment again and save the claim number. When I'm saving the claim number, in this case, if there wasn't a transaction on the date of the appointment, you will be unable to save it. If there was an appointment, it will save it. When there is an appointment for the date in question, Health One will give you a list of transactions, maybe there's more than one, and will allow you to save that without going into the patient file. So you select that transaction and it will be successfully saved to the transaction. So if you open the patient file at a later date, you will see that the STC item has been filled in with the claim number and the web address or URL. It must be remembered that that function of using it with the Appointments module is not available in this version, which was distributed last week, but is a version available in this version 8.7.2 2654, which is distributed in the next couple of days. That's the end of this recording. Thank you.